Good morning. And I'm 1 minute before the 8 o'clock. It's wonderful to be here. So, oh goodness, what have I got happening there? Oh, I've got something happening that shouldn't. I thought it was all working so perfectly. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So, lovely to have you here if you're watching live with me. If you're watching in replay, it's lovely to have you watching as well. Certainly, if you're watching in replay, do put the hashtag replay in the comments, and then I can acknowledge and say hi in person, sort of thing, because this is the real me. I'm not a clone or anything like that. You know how they can do the fakey stuff now with AI? It's becoming very realistic. I just saw one recently, so I thought, whoops, better mention that. I'm real. So, good morning to you, Michelle. Lovely to have you popping in. I can see you there. And good morning, Caitlin. Here we go for Caitlin. Lovely to have you both here in the flesh, so to speak. And just checking one more end piece that I'm seeing, and no, that doesn't like that. That's okay. One of the destinations just dropped out. Let's go over to the cards, well, because it's what we're here for. So, whizzy over. There we go. And guess what? I found my Gilded Reverie, the expanded edition, the one I've been using for yonks. I found it. And you wouldn't believe where it is. It's like just there in a drawer is where I popped the box. So just as I'm here, you can hear it tapping, or you might not hear it tapping, but sitting right next to it. And I didn't even think to look in the drawer. So that's fine. It's not the usual place I put this deck. I've got a drawer over there under the care of the owl. There is a drawer that I've got lots more in. Here we go with the 3 cards, and our owl card is here. Let's read the owl card. Yeah, I agree there, Caitlin. It was funny. I agree. When I saw it, I thought, oops, yep, that'd be me. And Mahana, good morning to you. Just a quick explanation. This is a general card spread reading. It's not one that I do. It's not a session that I do the, the call outs as far as everybody gets a reading type individually. So tap into your spirit guides as you're listening to how I'm explaining and interpreting these cards. Okay, so let me go over to getting that one, and this one has as its focus, it is focus on the good. It's a gorgeous card, like all of these little owl cards. I love them. And it's not focusing. Does that give any indication of a message? Yes, focus. We've got to manipulate, like wobble around and finesse it to get things to focus and stop wobbling. We do need to move it a bit, but not all that much. So I think that's the message. Finesse it so that you are getting it clear, and then hold it steady. So there you go. Right, the 3 cards that we have. The books is the main theme for the day. We've got time as the home space, and it is the park or garden as the workspace. So we're going to go to the book energies first. I'm going to whiz it in so that we can see them more clearly, because they're such gorgeous cards, aren't they? And we've got Joe. Good morning, Joe. Yay, yes, I'm on time. Well, I was 1 minute early to start as far as the hit that go button. So I was very happy to be here on time this morning. Just that little bit earlier. And yeah, Narelle, good morning to you. It is a beautiful day outside. You may have seen that already as the intro came in, because, it's cold outside, but it's still a beautiful sunny morning here with that nice freshness, the crispness in the air. It's autumn. We should expect it. Now, the books as our main theme. Now, books can be anything from study to writing secrets in your dear diary. It can be really revealing by opening the book and sourcing, letting out all that information. It can be all of the, what pile of books have you got that you're reading through? It's ingesting that is the knowledge of the world, really, because most people, what we have as our learning these days, it is ensconced in society as being from books, from learned people who've written before us, who have given us this resource and method of learning. Schools, it is expected that we go to school to learn to read and write and do our arithmetic and that sort of foundational learning that we have from children, the age of children to, well, never ending, because I'm still learning. I'm not going to be the type that finishes up just because I've retired or finished business or anything like that. It really is that enjoyment that I get from reading and now writing. So I am doing more and more of that writing. Whether it gets to being full fledged books or not, it doesn't matter. It's putting what your thoughts are into writing in whatever way. And it can be these days keyboard rather than paper and pencil or pen or whatever. This could even be an artist's portfolio. In whatever way that you want to express yourself, that's what our general theme for today is. And oh, Joe, yes, I did find the cards. I mentioned that they're actually over here. They were in the drawer right next to this table, not a drawer I normally put them in. So, and this is relevant in whatever way that you find that you need to use. It doesn't have to be books per se, but it can be other different items that you use, like the cards that we're using now, to learn, to gather that we're sharing as messages, as ways of expressing ourselves. So, and I do love books. I mean, not in there to go. Yeah, anyway, we're not going to go into a discussion about what love is. It's a fantastic theme for the day today. So take that as look for what books you have lying around. Do you feel you need the time to pick up a book and just enjoy reading? And whether it's fiction stories or whether it's something you're learning as a non-fiction, it's fantastic to be able to do this for ourselves and spend the time. We've got that in our home space today. So in whatever way that you need to take a break, do so. The variety that we've got here is heaps. When you look more closely, when you can see the card close up, you'll see many, many different ones. It's hard with the camera as we have it, but there is an hourglass, correct English. English is a funny language, isn't it? Just the clock dials themselves. We've got the pendulums. There is I think that's an owl. That one there is the owl. And see how the shadow's being cast? So it's beautiful morning time. And then we'll delve into the evening time. Morning time with the cock that crows and the, rooster, I suppose I should say. Um, Other birds that would be singing the morning song. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of there. That's a really nifty gadget. That's like a spinning globy type thingy that obviously would be telling time in some fashion. Not sure how. I haven't seen one of them in real life, but it's really a nifty device. The candle, any sort of way that you can devise or use that are we really keeping time or is time keeping us? We've been the ones to invent the timepieces to keep a track of the day. Oh, that's a sundial in there, I reckon. Yes, it is. So many different ways that we've created as humans to gauge time, to tell time, to show us that time's ticking by. Is it really? We've got whatever length of time we need to do whatever we're wanting to do. Honestly, it is us as our human beingness that puts the limits on our time. We're the ones that want to keep a track of it for convenience, which is what it is. And is it really necessary a lot of the time? Spend the time in whatever way you need it today in your home space. With family again, I had a lovely family day yesterday with my daughters and the families, and it was fantastic. Today, I'm going to spend it as I see fit. Yeah, there might be some timelines involved, but am I going to be pedantic about it? No, because I do feel more relaxed about it myself, within myself. So, is that what you need to be doing? Is letting go of that tight hold on time and what way you gauge it and how you use it to let it relax and just be in the present moment. Okay, because I do feel be present is the one that we're looking at with this today. And enjoy some reading or writing as we're moving over into our parks. Oh, there, thank you, Caitlin. I just saw that. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. We did have a lovely Mother's Day yesterday, so thank you. And Sandra, there we go. Oh, this one doesn't automatically scroll up my comments. I'm using Ecamm by itself today. Maybe it's time to do some automatic writing and see what unfolds. That's a wonderful idea because I do like doing the automatic writing. It's a fun way to write, isn't it, Sandra? Done it many times. So now we've got time in the park, the garden. Workspace. This is our work energies. So we're bringing whatever we're doing more into the public. So you might probably have some really good ideas that you might express in your workspace, with your work team. If you're working with a team, if you like I am as a solopreneur, it could be that, oh, goodness gracious. Now that's the thing that, sorry, I just had a message pop up, and this is, it may present a slower or lesser quality picture, is what the message was, because my internet speed is not fast enough. So I do have about 8 destinations this is going to this morning, all from the one channel, one device. So it could be why it's a bit slow. That's what we need to be mindful of when we are out and into our public realm in how we are presenting ourselves. This is an absolutely beautiful garden. I would love to have something that big, that formal in my home space. What is my 1,000 square meters? But it's the upkeep, it's the work, it's knowing all of the prep and everything that you need to continue having it in this beautiful state that really does bring it down to what can you manage and what is it that you're wanting to actually put forward in that public arena that is going to be that potential ability to manage it. If you've got a big team behind you and you're working in a good space, that's going to really flourish, and you will tend to rely on each other, which is fine. Once you get those wheels well oiled and working well and in a happy space with wonderful co-workers, blessings to you, and continue to grow that is your purpose in how you're doing your work. And for those who are, in that entrepreneur space, to be able to keep it flourishing and well oiled is a skill, and it takes time. And what I'm seeing from this is continue to take those steps to get to this point. Have that end plan that then you can rest in this absolutely beautiful space of, well, it's the rewards, I think, really, for hard work. So even from where you've been, look from where you've been to what you've built up to now, and seeing around you in your space of present day workspace that it has been rewarding and given you where you are now. Even those moments where you think they're pretty, it was hard slog and not always that pleasant. Sometimes it is that hard slog and unpleasantness that brings you to this reward. I'm feeling a reward for some reason. That word's coming up in my mind more in explanation. It is this beautiful reward of the fruits of the labour. It's here. It's today. Enjoy that. And for where you are right now, even in this that's a beautiful space, that it's the next stepping off point for what is coming further into the tomorrow, so that you can continue to enjoy this wonderful journey of building up and bringing it out into the public. So yes, great stuff. It was just such a lovely day yesterday in the park area that was at Horseshoe Bay, and enjoying the sea and watching the dolphins. That's the sense of reward and feeling of, working towards something that you can spend that time to do whatever you want to in the park, have a picnic, all of that. But have this being what is that beautiful end. Well, is it an end goal? It's part of the journey. Make it part of that. Okay, so there you go. And Sandra, photos on the fridge. Even if you visit it momentarily, it's great for the subconscious. Some photographers are so talented. Yes, was that? Yeah, absolutely. Was that the exact message that you wanted to put in this chat, or you were sending that one to someone else? Um, yeah, photos on the fridge help with that vision board type of an effect as well. So having that there as an end goal, if you're actually building a garden, it's hard to see what that end product will look like, because what you're starting with is the seeds, and they grow, or seedlings if you buy them, or plants, whatever. Move into that space of feeling that sense of release and relaxing, like you're having a picnic, because it was wonderful yesterday. And here we are with that level of energy in our workspace for today. I love the combinations of these three cards. For me, it's almost feeling like bliss just to look at them. It really is, because I like timepieces. I love books. And it ain't too bad to get out into Mother Nature occasionally too. So there we go with what we have for our cards, our lesson, our guidance that we have for our from the tool of the Lenormand cards that I found again. So it was such a relief to have found them, my familiars almost. So thank you for being here and sharing your time with me as well today. And oh, Caro, lovely to see you here too. You've just arrived to see me. Isn't it funny, the different emphasis we can put on the way we read words? You have arrived and you saw me. All different ways. I love it. Thank you, Roz. Have a good day. Thank you, Caitlin. It's good to have spent the time here with you, because I feel it's not even spending time, it's just enjoying company together with friends. Keep moving forward in your day with that sense of the time being yours, not that it's keeping you. And free yourself up to do whatever you feel blissed out with. That's what I feel with that message that we've got today. And Michelle, thank you. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. So blessings, keep being the best you, and namaste.